Wild Boys was the first song that there was a suggestion. We knew that Russell had gotten the rights to the William Burroughs book, The Wild Boys, and he was in pre-production, and he was trying to figure out how to turn that book into a major motion feature film. And we kind of got wind of that. And we kind of invited ourselves to the party and said, we're going to write a song. We're going to write the song. So it was really the first time, that was the first time that we'd written a song. We'd taken a title and we'd written a song for a particular purpose. And by the time the song had been recorded and we were then looking for a video, you know, thankfully the movie had fallen through and he wasn't making a movie anymore, the finance or whatever, but all these ideas had been developed.
I remember being out, I was on a boat with Russell one day, I think we were off Greece, and we were talking about making a video. And there was the aggression in the song which was very prominent. But somewhere along the line we kind of decided that the band should be seen performing under duress. And we came up with all these different scenarios of what rotten things you could do to people in bands and still have them play. So
yeah, I remember the original idea for me was to be on a dog lead, wearing a pair of plastic pants or something, and I'm saying,
well, but no, Russell always did like you particularly.
No, I'll pass on that one. Well, the strange thing about the Rio video is it's this kind of iconic image of suits on a boat. You know, it's such a strange image, really, and that was a complete accident. So I think originally we were going to make the video in London, and Anthony Price designed these amazing pastel-coloured suits that were going to be in some kind of stylish shoot in London. And I think he got changed to Antigua, but we didn't have the budget for a whole new set of clothes, so they just sent down the original clothes and, you know, end up with this iconic kind of very strange...
It really worked as a look, didn't it?
Yeah, but totally by accident.
And it's something you don't really pick up on when you look at it. I don't think you kind of... it hits you in your conscious, it sort of hits you in your subconscious, what's really going on in that video.
It's probably still the most iconic image of a Duran Duran video is us on the boat. I mean, I still get in taxis. People say, oh, what do you do? I say, yeah, I'm with Duran Duran. Oh, you're the guys on the boat. Yeah, I remember.
I never even say I'm in Duran Duran anymore. I just say
I was on the front of
it. I just say I was on front of a boat in a video.
Right, okay. Then they say, oh, Duran Duran.
The Sunrise, the concept for the video was actually to do 5 different videos, in that there was 5 members of the band, and that we'd all have a little scenario of coming back into the band, a different journey. We shot it on loads of different formats. Some of it was on video, some of it was Super 8, some of it was 35mm. I think it's got some really nice moments in it, actually.
And I think when the 5 of us came together to shoot a video for the first time in God knows how many years, it was quite a special moment, actually, and I think there was a real feeling of togetherness at that point, and it was the start of a great few years, actually.
The only thing that was missing from that video was the models.
We did the Come Undone video with Julian Temple, who was somebody that we wanted to work with a long time, was not really our sort of generation. I mean, he dated back to the Pistols.
I think Julian was really one of the few directors that understands the mix between music and visuals. He'd made a lot of our favourite videos, frankly, and we just never really got to work with him. And so on the Come Undone video and the Too Much Information video, which was actually filmed on our live set for the Wedding Album tour, I think we got 2 great pieces of work out of Julian.
The song Ordinary World actually did get leaked before songs were leaked as a matter of course, which is what happens now. This actually did escape from a record company desk and ended up on a radio station. And the calls that the radio station got were so overwhelming that they demanded its release. I believe that at the time, there were a lot of people at the record company didn't even think it was going to be a single, that particular song. But it kind of got out there, and it really was a case of public demand, making that song a hit.
It wasn't until we came up with the song Ordinary World that I think we all knew that it had something about it. It was emotional, it touched a nerve, it felt like it was in touch with the times. Had it not been leaked at radio, I don't know that it would have ever made it to a single, because the record label hadn't really noticed it. We were saying, no, this one, we think this is the one. But it moved so quickly at radio. I mean, literally, they had to get something called a cease and desist order to stop people playing at the radio, because they couldn't press them fast enough. And we had to sort of delay it by a couple of weeks. And that really helped that whole period take off. The only video we ever won an MTV award for was actually a video for the song All She Wants Is. It was done by an experimental photographer called Dean Chamberlain. And we knew that the shoot was going to take about 10 or 12 days, because it was done a frame at a time in sort of stop animation almost. And we didn't have 12 days because we were off on tour, so we decided to have our faces cast and have dummies moving in the video, so that he would move them all he used to shoot everything in pitch black and then just light whatever bits of the frame he wanted. So we left and we sort of went off on tour, and then the video arrived back several weeks later, and we looked at it. It was the most bizarre thing we'd ever seen, but it was truly innovative. I think every boy that grows up in England eventually sees James Bond films, even now, and you all have a secret James Bond fantasy. There's no way out of it.
We'd been invited to a party at Michael Caine's restaurant it was at end of Wimbledon season, and I saw Cubby Broccoli. I think my girlfriend at the time had just been in Octopussy, so she introduced me to Cubby Broccoli. And I'd had a couple of drinks, and I was feeling pretty full of ourselves. And, and I was telling him what a big fan I was of the series, of the Bond films, but that it was time that they had a decent title song again, and that we were the men for the job. And, it was one of those deals. It was like, call me tomorrow, here's my number, And I remember getting home thinking, I think we can do this. I think we can make this happen. We came out of it with a song that was so multi-layered. It was so, there was so much production. It was an amazing piece of kit, really, by the time we finished with it.